So this is a prop house at Neversink Farm, and prop house is just short for propagation house, which is where we start all of the transplants here. And we do a lot of transplants, and we try to move them in and out very, very quickly. And we do that through having some advanced tools in here to make sure that things grow quickly, are healthy, and we can move through them very, very fast. Right at the end of the house, in the winter, we have to keep a lot of potting soil because otherwise they'd freeze out there. We don't mix our own potting soil, but we have tons of it. We order about 10 pallets before the winter, which is a lot. We want to make sure that we have a bunch because it's hard to get a truck in here when there's snow on the ground. So it has to last at least until April, because we can have snow on the ground through mid-April sometimes. Here we're already sprouting potatoes. We do very early new potatoes, so those are getting sprouted. Over here, this is the whole potting area, so filling trays, to dibbling, to seeding, watering. That's this whole area. This is just something I had a carpenter build. It's been working really nice. I like it tight for the area because I don't want to take up too much space. We'll probably end up moving this into a potting shed that we're going to build outside. The tomatoes look great.
Good.
I got it. The potting area works out really, really nice. And it gives great storage underneath. These are all seeds, where we have many, many seeds, and a nice shelf to have everything on. But we kind of need to get it out of here and make a potting shed. It's on one of the list of many things to do, and then it goes, right? So we start over here, end up seeding and then watering. And then everything goes into a germ chamber. And that's just an environment to get things started. And then from the germ chamber, they go on a trolley. And these are really nice, especially if you have a potting shed and then a hardening off house, and you need to take your seedlings and roll them out of the house and into the next house. And I've even heard of people bringing this to the compost so that when you overproduce or when you cut your microgreens or shoots and you have a lot of trays of that stuff left over and you want to get it to the compost pile without having to carry it, you can have it go straight out to the compost pile, which is something maybe we'll do. It'll be an interesting project. And where this helps get a lot of trays out to the tables. And at this time of the year, we're doing a lot of microgreens. So we have basil, microgreens, we do a lot of that. Mixed microgreens. We're just starting out with a lot of lettuce heads. Microgreen mixes. Some more different microgreens. I have all of our mint starts from cuttings. The world of paper pots. Having that all started. Right, some shoots. Tomatoes. Beets. Already getting started. Our lettuce heads. So for our house, I want to keep it really compact, and the way we do that is through moving tables. Make sure you just have one aisle. You don't have an aisle in between each table. It's a moving aisle that you create by moving the tables. All the tables are heated, so we can keep it cold in here, but keep the starts at the temperature that we want. And that also helps. They grow probably, 30 to 50% faster just because of having them heated. High hose. In our old house, we used to drag everything around on the floor, and it would catch on tables, and you know, you'd curse. This is a great sort of requirement, I think, once you upgrade your house, is having everything on a, you know, a wire, just like you can move your things with the plants. Everything's on automatic watering, so we can leave and not have to worry about it. We do touch-up watering, but it's all automatic watering. All the heat is automated, obviously, as well as the ventilation is automated. You know, we started out with something that was, you know, very hard to use, but it was cheap. And, you know, we're still improving, but it's such a dream to be able to work in here. And, you know, the better the prop house is, we spend so much time in here in the spring that it just makes sense to make something that's comfortable. So, you know, and make sure you subscribe, because we're going to go into the next part of the tour, and that'll be another greenhouse. We have a bunch of them. We're going to check out the barn. We're going to check out wash station and cold room and all the different parts of the farm. So subscribe and stay tuned, and those parts will come out soon.